Whoa. Hello, Gemini. This is going to be a general collective message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please do keep in mind that we all have a third house part of our birth chart that does play a role and factor in each one of our lives. I am just getting some vibes from a few different decks here for Gemini. Aha. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Spirit, I'm going to grab one of these. I do want to let you know that I'm aligned with love and light and God, and I'm here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you, Gemini. So thank you for allowing me to be of service in this way for you. Thank you for allowing me to be of service in this way for you. And this is a timeless reading. I feel like this applies to that card, so that's why I put it there. This is a timeless reading, so please take it as it resonates. Leave the rest for others. I'm grabbing a few different cards here for you, Gemini. This one wants to come out. And the spiritually selected deck. This is the most boring part, but at least you know the reading's authentic because I'm really, truly shuffling right here with you. And I trust spirit shows up no matter what. And you will find this reading whenever you need it. So Gemini, let's see. You've got quite the spread here, Gemini. I appreciate you tuning in once more. All right. So the first card that you have here is dimmed. Now, this is what you need to know right now is that your energy is being drained and depleted from sources outside of yourself. Okay. And that's what's creating a little ripple of a bad mood in your environment or within yourself. Okay. So it seems like things are going wrong because you're allowing your energy to be siphoned off into other areas in which, is not necessarily, what is this? It's not necessary. Okay. So I feel how you're stretching yourself a little too thin here. So the Seven of Cups speaks about your options here and how you've got to use your discernment to decide what you're going to allow yourself to be involved in, which ways you're going to allow yourself to be pulled, not just stretched thin, this, that, whatever, depleted to the point of nothing left. Okay. You've got to decide and pick and choose what's worth your time, your effort, your energy, your money here, Gemini. Okay. Lest you sit alone, sad with only half a tank and other people are, along their way and you're encountering, turbulence and grouchiness, probably because your needs are not met. Okay. I do want to say here to you, I can see very clearly here in your reading, Gemini, that this whole having yourself stretched thin in all these various ways and having your fingers in all these different pies, it's kind of an avoidance technique. All right. And it's like an escape tactic here because you've got some feelings going on within yourself that you, as with this card indicates, are forbidden to explore. Okay. So sorrow, grief, sadness, despair, and mourning. And the card is number 18, forbidden, forbidden. All right. So I really feel like these are the cards that are speaking now. Okay. Because I'm drained and depleted and allowing myself to be stretched thin in all these outside ways because inside of me, there is just too much to deal with. All right. Too much emotional turbulence. And I'm not ready to touch that just yet. So right here, Gemini, I got to say here, the only one who says it's forbidden is you. And I feel like it's because you can't slow down. You can't stop. You can't think about that stuff or it weakens you somehow. But that is not the case. The energy is still present and it still weakens you. That's why you're stepping in poop here. Okay. And in a way, that's why you're siphoning your energy off to all these other resources to feel like you are stronger. All right. So I want to say to you that you are strong. You are so incredibly strong. You've dealt with so much in your life and it's all still there inside of you and beckoning acknowledgement. And you are the one who has the power and authority to give it the soothing acknowledgement that it wants and it needs. Okay. So you're the one who says it's forbidden. You're the one in this number 18 here. So 1 and 8, what are you manifesting? Are you manifesting closed doors, locked doors, lack of emotional connection, lack of boundaries here? I feel how it's important for you to open the door of the well of emotion and allow it to pour out and through you. And this may be in the safety of your solitude. If you take some time alone to cry for the reasons that you need to, maybe you want to write out everything that's ever happened and burn those stinking papers. Maybe you want to bring out some photo albums or flip through them on your devices, right? And remind yourself of the things that you're grieving here. Sometimes we need to rehash and just allow those emotions to have their spotlight, their center stage, their moment, and then it can move through us and we can kind of put them to rest. And it may take many times of letting those emotions have their moment because, as you can see, it's been forbidden for so long, Gemini. So allowing your feelings to flow through you in an easy, healthy way. Some of these aren't easy, okay, but whatever's as comfortable as you're able. I feel some Geminis who are stonewalls, who are like, no way, I can't cry. That's crazy. It's a waste of my time. So watch something on TV that is a tearjerker and cry for that in that moment, whatever, just to start releasing the dam of pent up emotions and the dense energetic patterns that are attached to that. Okay. Because some of that also drains and depletes you. The parts of your energy that should be replenishing itself are frozen here behind this wall. So it's important for you to move this and cycle it through yourself. All right. And if you can't seem to do that in one of these healthier, proactive ways, then, you might slam your finger in a door or stub your toe real bad or whatever else encourages a few tears here and there, as those ripples are in your energetic field, beckoning some kind of an energetic release here. So I can see here, Gemini, that you prefer to be untouchable. You are the Queen of Pentacles who is showing up like nobody's business. I don't care what you think of me. I'm not going to show you any side of me that I don't want you to see. In fact, you don't get to know me inside. I feel here how it's forbidden for you to even see that I have these feelings here. It's forbidden for you to see that this is draining on me. I'm holding it all together here because that's what I do. And you're doing the damn thing, Gemini. Like, whoa, look at the Queen of Pentacles. Her eyes are closed. She doesn't give a fuck what anybody thinks about her weird head thing here. Okay. I don't care if you worry about me. I know I've got this going on. I don't care what you think about my choices in life or what I decide to do with myself or my time, because I'm the one who makes shit happen in my life. And you do, but I see you giving your power away here to other things outside of yourself. So you could definitely reclaim some of that power in that way. And also in this way, Gemini. Surrendering comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself and focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. See, I absolutely love this because you are attractive and powerful. You have, your finances right here are stable, a lot more stable than other people potentially in your life. And maybe that is one way that you stroke your own ego and help yourself feel a little bit better. I do want to say that it's nice to be able to help other people, but not to your own detriment. Okay. You still have to be mindful and set a good example for others to follow so that they too may find the success in the areas that you yourself have had it. All right. I do also say, focusing on yourself helps you to keep your eyes on, your own personal development and your own growth. When we look at other people and start to make comparisons, we may feel less than or superior to, and neither is accurate. We are all sitting in the same energy field, okay? And what you do with yours is what matters most in your life. Sometimes we want to look at other people and see what they're doing right or what they're doing wrong or whatever this could be, because we don't want to touch this forbidden area. It's right there. And if we have a moment alone with it, what could happen? What could happen, right? I also want to say here, this other card come out. Surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. This is huge. So the kind of inner dialogue that we have kind of paints a picture of the day and the way that things will unfold. I mean, I'm not saying exactly, but the predominant vibe and wavelength of the way that you might speak about people in your life does truly help aid in the manifesting of witnessing exactly circumstances that validate the negative thinking that you might have about them. So I see here how her eyes are closed. So I encourage you to keep your eyes closed and to focus on positive thinking, positive vibes. Try to see the good in other people, especially when you notice that you're not. Okay. It's easy to fall into an inner criticism or judgment when we look around with dissatisfaction at our lives or at other people and their lives or what's going on, right? That's the human condition. So Spirit is offering Gemini to rise above that natural human state of mind and see this for what it is and decide to see the thread of love in that person, to see something good in that person, to see the effort that they are trying to make to be a better person in their own lives, and to allow that to be the way you view them and watch how it's almost like they themselves will continue the momentum to uphold that image of themselves in your eyes. All right. I love, love, love that. Now, Gemini, the last card that you have here is number 71, lost. I feel like it's totally coming along with this card. Okay. This sorrow, grief, sadness, despair, and mourning, this giant, huge well of emotions that is frozen in there and hasn't been let out, and it needs to. Okay. Maybe in waves, because grief comes in waves and it also leaves in waves. The card is number 71, lost. Love is never lost. They were here for a chapter. Learn the lessons, heal, and release. You have not met all the people who will love you yet. Gemini, that empty swing is waiting and saving space for more loving connections in your life. Romantic, platonic, human, fur baby, whatever. Float your boat here. I feel a lot of love on the horizon. But see this giant well of emotions is holding space for grief, holding space for sorrow that's not yet had its moment or been expressed, right? So once you're able to release and let that go, then that space is open and fully available to bring in more loving connections in your life. And I can feel some Geminis who are insulted. You will never replace what I've lost. I am not trying to do that at all. I'm trying to simply allow Spirit to bring through this message to you that your life has so many more chapters that are yet to be explored. And you will be pleasantly surprised with all of the new loving experiences and connections that you find between now and the end of that book. Okay. So it is out there for you. There is a lot of time left. All right. No matter when you're finding this, Gemini, it's about healing first, so that you can begin to resonate a new healed frequency and magnetize into your experience healthy relationships that you're ready for at that time. Okay, that's what I have here. Thank you so much, Gemini. I appreciate you, and hopefully this resonates with you. If it did, drop a comment, let me know, and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything from me. Till the next one, I send you all the love and blessings, Gemini. And if you want to connect with me on a deeper level, my link is in your description box.